Hey, you guys, update. So, you notice I've been posting videos in regards to the chosen ones. I know a lot of you guys are speculating or wondering, why are you posting those videos? Because someone asked me, is this some type of person I follow? Is this a spiritual leader that I'm in contact with? No, no, and no. So the reason why I was posting is because I was on TikTok and came across that young lady page that talked about the chosen ones. And it resonated to me where I can relate. Not to say, when you think of the word chosen ones, you think that you're putting yourself in front of, better than, on a different pedestal, on a higher level than others. It's not to say that. It means exactly what the word says, chosen ones, meaning you have been handpicked, meaning you have been chosen to do a duty on earth by a higher power. Everybody has his own lane. So you are chosen. And when you are chosen, you are especially picked to handle a task that must be done that only the higher power or universe feels that you can do. Not everybody can do what you can do, because not everybody can run in your shoes. Not everybody can handle and tackle a situation the way you can, because you are chosen, because something in you is special. So don't think that when someone's saying the chosen one, they're trying to call themselves a god, or they're trying to call themselves better than. They are just handpicked. For example, you may be chosen to change the moods in others that are down, because you are a chosen one that can handle emotions. So therefore, you are there to help people fix their lack of emotions and help them gain emotional control. You might be the one that is chosen to break generational curses, because after generation after generation after generation after generation, things have not changed until what it came to you, because you was chosen as that duty at birth. So listen clear, when I say chosen ones, is not to say you're more higher than thou or almighty. It's to say you are handpicked, so you are special. So love thyself and more than you should. Love thyself and wake up and say, I am chosen when I am godly, like, because I am made in the image of him. And you are showing that on the outside and on the inside. A lot of people are made in the image of God, but don't know how to represent it well like you do. You're going through these duties because you have the strength to fight these battles that other people can't. Some of you guys might break. Some of you might break. Some of you might fold. But it's not about how you break or not about how you fold. It's how you unfold and get back up, get comfortable and get uncomfortable and get comfortable, because you're learning each strategy as you go and you're maneuvering. It's called work smarter, not harder. All right, so quick story time. That was just to give you a brief understanding of why I was picking those videos. You might see more videos like that, because I do feel like a lot of you guys have a light. That's why you are being targeted. Just like the video said, the young lady said. If you don't know what video I'm talking about, it's just probably 2 or 3 previous videos that I posted with the lady that's a lighter skin color than mine. She wears a head wrap. Sometimes she wears glasses. Sometimes she wears her hair down. But it's not me. But she's speaking and representing of the thoughts that I agree with. Okay, but here goes a quick story time. I want to tell y'all if I did a well job done, or if something can be undone and rewinded and did it over again in the right way. So, as you know, in the workplace, there's always a lot of targeting happening. So, this situation, can't say it's targeting or not, but you be a judge. So, I'm at the restroom, my consumer. I told you I work in a facility with adults with disabilities, ailments that need supervision. So I'm taking my consumer to the restroom. This young lady that's not in my department or not a division, she comes, stands by the restroom with me, and we stand by the restroom because, like I stated, they have ailments or disabilities. So we want to make sure they're safe at all times. Even when using the restroom, we don't invade their privacy. We'll stand by the door, and I might knock and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, are you okay? Or Mrs. So-and-so, are you okay? I'm right outside if you need me. Stuff like that. So I'm waiting for my consumer to come out. Here comes a young lady from a whole different department. She's trying to have small talk. Hey, talking about her day. And I'm like, okay, you keep it short. My consumer comes out. We carry on and go to a different location, which is called the library room. Go to the library room. There's like 5 different ways you can get to the library room. Here comes this young lady who meets us in the library room, all in the same day. You be the judge. And so she's still talking. Now she's asking us, hey, are you guys heading out? Where are you guys going today? Small talk. Don't see nothing about it. Yeah, we're heading out. We're getting ready to go. We're just waiting for my partner to come out the restroom. She was in the restroom as well. So guess what? Now I'm heading outside to my vehicle. Here comes this same young lady. God knows on this Bible, I'm telling the truth. This is all happening in one day. Same lady. So she comes to the vehicle where I'm at. The exact vehicle I'm at. There's, mind you guys, there's 10 vehicles out there. There's other associates around. But she proceeds to come into my space again. This time, she starts talking to my consumer and accusing him of doing things he is not doing. Starts saying, you don't hit. Oh, don't hit. And I'm looking like, why is she telling him that? Because he's not hitting nobody. Okay? So I proceed to look and I said, you know, because I already had told my consumer instructions of just wait for me right here because I'm cleaning out our vehicle. I like to sanitize my vehicle because of the CO. I don't want nobody to get sick, so I always sanitize before we get in. So he's just standing there waiting for me as he was told to do. Not instructed to do, asked to do. Requested to do for his safety. She comes to him and say, why are you just standing there? Oh, are you about to hit? You don't hit. I'm like, he never even hits people. So why is she saying anything? So that's when you start, I got to advocate for my people. You start picking on my consumer. And when they're in the presence of me, I call them my loved ones, my friends. So I turn around and say, excuse me, now it's time to speak up. You're in my area. Please, excuse me, what department are you in? She goes and says, I'm in the remote department. And remote department means she shouldn't have been nowhere in my division because remote means you only handle consumers online and via phone service. So why are you talking to consumers that's in-person services? Why are you talking to me? I'm in a whole different division. You started after me. You're not a supervisor. You're new. I've been here longer than you, right? So I might know a little more than you. You said you never worked in this field in your life. So why do you feel you need to come help me? You get it? Okay, so by time I said, you know what, this is enough. So let me go tell the supervisor, let her handle it. So I tell the supervisor, hey, so-and-so is interfering with the instructions I'm trying to get my consumer, and it's getting my consumer riled up to the point where he's becoming chaotic, and it's due to her presence and asking him and harassing him and giving him more than he's getting overwhelmed over stimulus, whatever you want to say, not stimulus, excuse me. Overwhelmed. Just to say overwhelmed. I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but it's a word you use when people can't comprehend what you're saying because there's too much going on. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. When I talk, I forget my words. Long story short. Okay, so I said, can you please instruct her to give me my space because now I feel violated. I feel uncomfortable as well because it's happened more than once in one day. Tell the supervisor that. So after this, I proceed to put in my head like I'm going to stay away from this coworker because she bothers me. She rattle my feathers. So to avoid a conflict, just stay away from each other. Okay, supervisor, no. This happened a couple of days ago. All of a sudden, the supervisor calls me and says, you need to work with so-and-so. Guess who she put me with? This young lady who I said I didn't feel comfortable with. Nor did they try to have a mediation or any sort to create a calm environment. The environment is still hostile because you know when you already feel a certain way about someone, it's uncomfortable. So this is how I handle it, you guys. Now, once that I bring up the situation, they're following me. You're targeting me. I said, hey, I noticed we're going to be working together. In order for us to work together, I got to let you know something so that we can all be on one accord. A couple of days ago, you made me feel uncomfortable, and I felt you was in my space, and I didn't like it, and I told her exactly what she did. Of course, she played like, I don't know what you're talking about. They always do that. I don't know. You always get ready for them to say, I don't know. Me? What? They do the, what? And I said, yeah, I just wanted to let you know because I told it the supervisor. And I told the supervisor to talk to you so that we can handle it and that it won't happen again. Because if I ever disrespected someone, I would like to know so I can correct my actions, know better and do better. And she goes, I said, so did the supervisor talk to you? She said, the only thing she asked me was I uncomfortable. I said, she asked you, was you uncomfortable? She said, yeah, that's all she asked me. Did anybody make me uncomfortable? She's talking about herself. I said, did anybody make you uncomfortable? I said, I'm the one that was uncomfortable, so I dare them ask you that. I said, guess what happened? They set you up to fail because they put me with you knowing that I was aggravated by the things that you have done, and not once did they tell you. So if they only asked you if you was uncomfortable, I'm here to tell you, it's not you that was uncomfortable. It was me, and it was because of your actions. Okay, so that's how I handled that situation. Towards the end, she got real quiet, but guess what happened? I gave me power to control my environment, because now I have what I felt off my chest, and now she's quiet, don't know how to respond, because they think that you are such this bad person that you can't stand up for yourself, and that you won't stand up for yourself, because if you stand up for yourself, you must tell the truth for the bad things you've done, which you've done nothing. So that's why I came out and I said, enough is enough. We got to start standing up for ourselves and speaking with common sense, and letting these people know you can't invade my space regardless of who you think I am. Who you think I am, right? Because we all know it's not what is being said. So I have rights just like you have rights. And I told her that. I said, I have rights to not disrespect you, and you have rights not to disrespect me. So for now on, if we're going to be partners, we got to understand our likes and our dislikes so that we can maneuver in the right direction. I said, so let me introduce myself, because I never was introduced to you formally by me. And I said, if anybody's telling you to invade my space, I promise you, God's honor, this is what I told her. If anybody's telling you that you have to invade my space, let this be clear to you. No supervisor, no manager, no CEO, no corporate, no HR has ever came to me and said I needed to handle my job in a different manner. No one has never put me to the side and said I'm doing my job incorrectly. And I said, by right, they're supposed to do that. They can't tell you as a coworker that's not in a position to give me corrective actions to tell me how to do my job. They can't do that. I said, that's personal. They can't tell you if they corrected me. They can't tell you if I'm doing something incorrect, because you hold no title. This is what I'm telling her, not biting my tongue. And she was like, what? I said, legally, if they're telling you anything that I'm doing and asking you to help me, I'm supposed to know that, because I'm supposed to be in agreement that I needed that coaching or needed that help. And I'm okay with your training me. Okay, but they never did that. So you can't do that. And she looked at me like, what? I said, yeah. And if they're telling you false information that I don't know about, that's defamation of character. And that can turn into a lawsuit. And she was like, what? They better stop playing. I said, yeah, they need to stop playing. That's not a good thing, right? I said, in the workplace, harassment is against the law in California. I don't know if you know that. And so I'm breaking it down to her as I drive. And I said, but we're going to have a good day. And I guess what? We had a good day. At the end of the day, we was kiki and laughing, and she was venting to me and telling me all her problems. Why? Because that's what you're chosen to do. You are a problem solver, just like me. All of a sudden, I'm knowing this girl life that I felt bad for, and I felt so bad for her because she had went through so much, and I'm looking like, Lord, I just wanted her to leave me alone. I didn't want to know all her problems. So now you got me praying for her and helping her and saying good morning when I didn't want to say good morning, but that's the God in me. So now I see her say, hey, good morning. You're going to have a good day. Because she said she had a mental breakdown and all type of stuff she was going through. And I was like, this is always the ones they get to harass you, the ones that are going through stuff themselves, so they feel empowered by messing with you. So that's why they do it. I figured out that's why they do it. Excuse my face gestures, because I just be baffled sometimes when I replay what happened to me and I say it out loud. Like, this really happening to me. This is really happening to us, So excuse the face gestures. I hope it don't just distract you from what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I like to give y'all my story time, but I've been leaving so early now that in the morning I don't have time to speak because I'll be rushing. So you let me know how you would handle that. Is it anywhere else to handle it? And please don't say nothing is the answer. Silent can't be golden in these situations all the time when someone is making you uncomfortable. You deserve your peace. We got to get our peace the best way we can. And I wasn't belligerent. I wasn't cussing her out. I was talking to her just I'm talking to you guys like, hey, we got to talk adult to adult, mano y mano, how you say it. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Remember, you are the chosen ones. Don't feel guilty by claiming yourself to be a chosen one. Boom.